Lena, Phil, in the last couple of minutes, this was slated to start at 5. There were people here beforehand, but now I'm counting roughly between 3 and 4 dozen people that are here along the streets on Bloor Street, just in front of Dufferin Station. So we're at Dufferin and Bloor on the northwest corner. Behind the silver metallic building is the station. Now, when we were first talking about this demonstration potentially taking place, it was alerted to the media because of City Councillor James Pasternak saying that such a disruption, not only describing this as a mob, but that this would ultimately potentially, as he put it, quote, result in terrible accidents, fatalities, injuries, and property damage to critical infrastructure, which is why he had called on the police to either clamp down on these demonstrations or watch them with a very careful eye. So like I said, there's about 3 to 4 dozen people here, and I did do a quick count about 2 minutes before we came to air. So those numbers should still be rather reflective. There are several other demonstrations outside of the TTC subway stations along Line 2 through the main set of stations in the downtown core over into Danforth as well. So they're all being organized separately by individual groups, solidarity and justice action networks that have been built in different neighborhoods. This one is the Davenport group. We spoke to them earlier about, one, what they thought of Councillor Pasternak's assertions of what they're doing, and two, what they are looking to accomplish with this boisterous and distracting affair.
We want to raise awareness among the Canadian public, among our neighbours, among commuters who are passing through this intersection on their way homes, and let them know what their government is doing. The government has not been transparent about its actions, so that leaves it to us to do that education work with the public. We actually, in our conversations with our neighbours that we've been having for months, and especially in the last couple of days, we know that the vast majority of our neighbours agree with us. We're having extremely, people receive us with a lot of gratitude and appreciation when we hand them a flyer on the street, and are encouraged to see people taking action and elevating this demand and really raising awareness about what's going on.
Now, there have been some that have described what these demonstrations were expected to be as, again, using words such as mobs. The organizers told us before that they were expecting a more family-friendly affair. Without putting children on TV for no necessary reason, there are several kids that are in the demonstration along with their parents. This historically goes back to a tradition from Quebec. They're called les casseroles, when they would beat pots and pans as an act of defiance and demonstration, usually against what they would find to be either government austerity or the like. But there's this historic tradition in Canada of banging pots and pans on street corners. And besides for me and a few other people in the middle of the sidewalk, Lena and Phil, ultimately the 3 or 4 dozen people here are keeping off to the side, but making a loud noise.
All right, Andrew Brennan reporting live on these ongoing rallies this evening. Andrew, thanks so much for this.